know those nights where you just can't get to sleep? They're the try as you might, take every method, lay in bed as long as you want kind of nights. But no matter what, sleep's not gonna come. It gets to a point where the only thing left to do is think about thinking. Because I've done it all. I've done my exercise. I've laid in bed for a while. I've read my book, which usually reading puts me to sleep pretty quickly. And yet here I am, awake, thinking about literally nothing. And when you're thinking about nothing, pretty much anything can pop into your head. For instance, I just now remembered that for me, school starts in like a week. I don't even know what classes I'm taking. I forgot what I signed up for because that was so long ago, and now that's just a week out. I started thinking about these flags behind me. These flags are prayer flags, which are essentially just fancy pieces of cloth that send good vibes into the world. Just think about why I have them, why I put them up everywhere. I don't really have a reason. I mostly just like the way they look. I've been thinking about my room, wondering why I allow it to get so messy all the time. And every time I clean it, I swear this is the last time it gets this messy. This is, from here on out, it's perfect, it's pristine, everything's where I want it to be. Give it 3 days, it's just like this again. I've been thinking about space, the final frontier. When are we settling on Mars? When are we getting to that first star for the first time? When do we figure out warp technology? And I can do nothing to contribute to it because I'm terrible at space. But I want other people to. I've been thinking about how strange it is that I put my life on camera for everyone to see, but I still take pride in my very strict security measures on my Facebook account. I've been thinking about friends I made in high school and how I still have all their pictures all over my wall, but I don't know when the next time I'm going to see them is. I've been thinking about why I have a job that forces me to get up at 4:30 in the morning just to get there on time, thus causing me to go to bed early and having these weird thoughts, and why I go to this job and do the same thing literally every single day. I've been thinking, why haven't I started my freelancing career yet? I've been thinking about why do I have such a completely undecorated wall? I've been thinking about why Gandalf asked Bilbo to join the group of dwarves when he could have very easily asked a legitimate thief or sneaker who would have contributed to the group so much more. I've been thinking about when my hair will finally be long enough for me to chop off all this blonde so I can go back to being brown-haired again. I've been thinking about when George R.R. Martin's going to finally release the next book. I mean, it's been long enough, right? I want to know what happens. I won't watch the show. I'm too committed. I've been thinking, well, maybe I should watch the show, because they apparently have different endings than the book, so am I really spoiling that much for myself if I watch the show? I'm gonna find out anyway. I've been thinking about how to pronounce the title of this book, because in the book, the character whose name this is describes it as both Mort and Morty, trying to be both normal with the name Mort and kind of ominous and deathly with, like, Mort-E. How do you say it? I've been thinking about why it's so hard for me to stay in contact with people when I own a device whose sole purpose is that thing. I've been thinking about whether or not I should keep the beard. I've been thinking about why car speakers are so loud that I can hear them from my basement. Like, that's really loud. I've been thinking about how thin my walls are and how much my neighbors can hear of me and vice versa. I've been thinking about how I'm possibly gonna edit this video. I've been thinking about whether or not it's ironic that even though at the end of every one of these videos I try to say goodnight, but I still can't fall asleep.